Hello, church. We're looking at Matthew chapter 14 today for our daily Bible reading. Word of the day is morsels. It's one of my favorite stories and one of my favorite chapters in Matthew, as it describes Jesus kind of trying to run away from the crowds. He's onto this desolate place, and yet the crowds find him. And so there's no Starbucks, no McDonald's, no Taco Bell for these people to eat after listening to Jesus teach to them and work amongst them. And so he turns to his disciples, like, hey, look, I'm hungry, you're probably hungry, these all the people are hungry, so give them something to eat. And their response is, in verse 17, then they said to him, we only have 5 loaves and 2 fish, right? So 5 loaves and 2 fish, and we're later told there's roughly over 5,000 men along with women and children. So there might be as many as 10,000 people here. 10,000 cannot eat 5 loaves and 2 fish. But what does Jesus say? He didn't say, oh, that's okay, I'll take care of it, right? He says, well, give that to me. He takes these morsels, a small portion of food that wouldn't even be really enough for 12 men to eat, and feeds 10,000. God doesn't always ask us to give him out of the abundance of what we have. He just asks us to give to him what we do have, whether it be a little, whether it be a lot, and allow him to make the increase. And so as God is calling us to be faithful with whatever it may be, can we just surrender that to him? Whether we might consider it to be morsels or consider it to be a lot, are we just trusting God with them? Then after this, we're told about Peter walking on water. Once again, walking is usually not too big of a thing, but to walk on water is a pretty unique experience. What do we see here? Is Peter asked Jesus, hey, Jesus, if you command me to walk on water, I will do it. He had this little bit of faith, and he was able to do something that no other human being was able to do. It was to briefly walk on water. But he got distracted and got concerned with this fear over the circumstances rather than keeping his eyes focused on Jesus. And so he starts to sink, and Jesus reaches out and saves him and pulls him up out of the water. So can we have our little morsels of faith? Can we surrender those to God and allow him to work and to move in our lives? So let's keep our eyes focused on God, and let's surrender our morsels and everything we have to him and allow him to make the increase of it for his glory and for the benefit of others. All right, church, have a great day.